Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, this class we are going to learn about Poisson distribution. Okay, in the last class we discussed about binomial distribution. In this class we are going to learn about Poisson distribution. Before we start with Poisson distribution, go through what all the things we have learned about binomial. Go through it. What you have learned about binomial. So, in binomial distribution, we learned number of trials will be finite, isn't it? The number of trials is finite. And what about P and Q? P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure, isn't it? And the binomial distribution is given by, B of n comma P is equal to NCR P raised to R into Q raised to n minus R. And what about R values? R takes values from 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. up to n. And what is the formula we have learned for mean? Mean is given by, yes, Aishwarya, mean is given by
NP.
NP. And variance is given by NPQ, isn't it? And what about standard deviation? It is root of NPQ. So here we consider following assumptions. Number of trials must be finite. And what about Q? So probability of failure. And P is the probability of success. P is always constant, isn't it? P remains constant. Okay. Now we are going to learn about Poisson distribution. Next thing we are going to learn is about Poisson's distribution. Poisson distribution. So Poisson distribution we can consider as a limiting case of binomial distribution. It can be considered as a special case of binomial distribution. Okay. Here in binomial we take number of trials as finite. In Poisson we consider the number of trials. Okay. Now n is very large. Okay. For example, you consider the situation. Okay. What about the number? Imagine a busy highway. N denotes the number of vehicles passing through a particular junction. What will be that? Is it possible to count? Every day you can see if you take a busy junction, okay, and it is a national highway, means what happens? So many vehicles will be passing through it. So N is very high. Is there no number of vehicles passing through the junction in a highway? You can take it as very high. What about the number of accidents? Number of accidents happening in that place. Suppose we denote the event to be number of accidents happening. So what happens? Sometimes no accident at all. Sometimes one or two accidents. Is that no? That is also very rare. Is it happening every day? 10 times or 5 times? No, isn't it? Is that no? Can you understand this one? Is it clear? What I'm saying, is it clear? So N is very large and the probability of success is very, very, very small. Suppose we take the number of accidents as success, means probability of success is very, very small. P will be very small. In that case, binomial will become a Poisson distribution. Is it clear? In which situation? All this theory part you should know. Because from theory also they will ask one more question. Okay. So a Poisson distribution, we can consider it as a limiting case of binomial distribution because, okay, in binomial, we take n as finite, but in Poisson, we can take n becomes infinite and q becomes very, very small. Q becomes very small. Okay. All of you take your textbook, take page number 379. Take page number 379. Go through, one of you read that one. Yes, Karthik, read that paragraph.
Ma'am, my
Yes.
page is blank. 379.
Okay. Aishwarya, read it, Aishwarya.
Poisson distribution. The calculations for a binomial distribution are very cumbersome for large values of n. If n is large, while the probability p of occurrence of an event is close to 0, the event is called a rare event. Some examples of such situations in daily life are traffic problems with repeated occurrence of events such as accidents whose probability is very small. Probability of events such as faults and breakdowns in industry, typographical errors in a book, and so on. In such cases, the binomial distribution is closely approximated by another discrete distribution called Poisson distribution, which is much more easier to compute. The Poisson distribution is the limiting form of binomial distribution when number of trials is very large and probability of success is very small, such that NP always remains finite. In practice, if n is greater than or equal to 50 and what is it saying?
Lambda. That symbol is lambda. Okay, lambda. Okay.
Lambda is
Ah.
equal to NP less than or equal to 5. The Poisson distribution gives good approximation of a binomial distribution.
Underline all these points, children. If n is very large, then the probability p of occurrence of an event is very close to 0. P will be very small. That is why we say it is very close to 0. And such events we call it as rare events. Such events we call it as rare events. So the binomial distribution can become a discrete. Discrete means what? When you have any countable numbers, 1, 2, like that. Okay. Otherwise, we say that is continuous. Okay. Discrete and continuous, earlier also we discussed. Discrete means finite number, isn't it? We can say how many? 10, 3, 1, like that. If we give exact number, it is discrete. So binomial will become a discrete one. Binomial will become a discrete distribution. Okay, and that one we call it as Poisson when n becomes. So when n becomes very large and the probability of success becomes very small, it is called Poisson distribution. So Poisson distribution is the limiting form of binomial. Underline it. One more questions and all will be asked from this part. So Karthik, after this, okay, I'll send a photo of this page. You take a printout and keep it with you. Okay, or you write down the notes, prepare the notes. I'll send the photo, you prepare the notes. Okay. What you're doing now, you don't have that page, isn't it? How many pages are missing there? Okay, underline. So the Poisson distribution is the limiting form of binomial distribution. When the number of trials is very large and probability of success is very small. And n into p is always finite. N into p is always finite. N into p we denote with the symbol called lambda. NP. Lambda is always denoted by n into p. In practice, okay, suppose number of trials is greater than or equal to 50. Number of trials is greater than or equal to 50. Okay, then, okay, number of trials is greater than or equal to 50. In that case, the Poisson distribution will become a binomial distribution. The Poisson distribution will become a binomial distribution. Okay, so next we are going to write the formula for Poisson distribution. Okay, so the Poisson distribution is given by, write the formula here, write the formula. So the Poisson distribution is given by P of x is equal to k. P of x is equal to k. P of x is equal to k. E raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to k by k factorial. Okay. P of x is equal to k is equal to minus lambda. Lambda is lambda raised to k by k factorial. It is given by. And what about k? K takes the values 0, 1, 2, etc. Okay, instead of k, we can learn like this also. P of x is equal to r is e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to r by r factorial. Sometimes we write like this. P of x is equal to n, e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to n by n factorial. Or we can write like this. Okay, all the notations. Look at here. It is x. E raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x by x factorial, where x takes the value 0, 1, 2, etc. Infinite. It goes infinite. Okay. Okay. So if it is n, lambda raised to n by n factorial. If it is x, x lambda raised to x by x factorial, and so on. Is it clear, children? Is it okay? So binomial we can, okay, Poisson we can consider it as a limiting case of binomial. When n becomes infinite, when n becomes very large and p is very small, so that n into p will become finite. Okay, write down all these points. Note lambda, okay, n is infinity, n tends to infinity. Look at that, n tends to infinity. And p is very small, very close to 0. It is close to 0. P is very small and np is finite. This is the assumption we consider for Poisson. Second one is again a very important point. Mean is equal to, for a Poisson distribution, mean is equal to variance is equal to, both are same, which is equivalent to, mean is equal to variance is equal to lambda. Mean is equal to variance is equal to lambda. Where lambda is equal to np. Where lambda is equal to np. What is lambda? Lambda is given by np. Okay. And in the binomial when Poisson distribution, we write E, isn't it? E. What is E? E is a, okay, what is E? We have learned earlier also this one in exponential functions we have learned. We have learned this in exponential function. So E is an irrational number. E is an irrational number lying between 2 and 3. E is a number lying between 2 and 3. It lies between 2 and 3. Approximate value of E is, approximately the value of E is, okay, whenever we write all these points, note it down, mark it as important. Okay, all these notes are very important points. E is 2.71828, etc. And this E is otherwise called Euler's number. It is otherwise called Euler's number. Euler's number means it is E. Okay, E is called the Euler's number, whose value lies between 2 and 3, and its approximate value is 2.71828, etc. Infinitely. This is an irrational number, so it goes on endless. Okay. Mean is equal to variance is equal to lambda is equal to, in other words, we can call this as expectation of x. All are equal to lambda. And lambda is equal to np. Lambda is equal to np. And write down one series also, children. Okay, sometimes If the series is asked means you should know. Okay. Write the next one. Fourth point. E raised to x. The expansion of e raised to x. E raised to x expansion is given by 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus and so on. Plus and so on. The expansion of e raised to x. E raised to x is given by the series 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus and so on. Okay, if you want to find e raised to 1, in the place of x you put 1. What is e square? In the place of x you put 2. So when we do the problem, it will become more clear, children. See, in order to do this Poisson and all, it should be given with a table. Will be given with a table. That table we call it as Poisson distribution table. If you take your textbook, okay, if you take your textbook, that table is given in page number 547. Look at the table. Can you see the table given in page number 547? All of you show your books. All of you show your books. Show me the textbooks. Yes. Tomlin, where's your textbook? Yes. Take page number 547. Anila, Mohan and Shubham, turn on your video. Anila, Mohan and Shubham, turn on your video. Okay, now take your textbook. Page number 547. The page, okay, yeah, given with the table. Are you all having the textbook with you? Take the textbook, Poisson table. Look at the table. Lambda and e raised to lambda, e raised to minus lambda. All the values are given there. Okay. When lambda is equal to 0, what is e raised to 0? What is the answer given there? Look at the table and answer me. What is e raised to 0? Aishwarya.
1,
1.
0, 0, 0.
Okay, it is 1. Anything raised to 0, it will be always 1, isn't it? Now e raised to 1.5. Aparna, what is e raised to 1.5?
Ma'am, 4.482.
Okay. Tomlin, e raised to minus 3. E raised to minus 3.
Ma'am, 0.7.
0.7. E raised to minus 3 means 3. You take 3. And e raised to minus, what is the answer? That one what you gave is here 0.3. I asked e raised to minus 3.
Okay, ma'am. 0.050.
Yes, correct. Next, Karthik. E raised to 5.6. E raised to 5.6.
Ma'am, 270.4.
Okay. Then Aditya Satyan, e raised to minus 8.
Zero point 00034.
Okay. Anila Mohanan, e raised to 2.5. Anila, e raised to 2.5. Anila? E raised to 2.5. Yes, Femina, if you are ready, give the answer, Femina. E raised to 2.5. Femina.
12.18.
12.18. Is it clear how to use the table? Is it okay? Listen, for the exam, if the table is not given means, if the table is not given, in the question itself, along with that, they will give the value. Is it clear? In the if the table is not given means, in the question itself, along with the question, that value will be given. Okay? For example, I want 1 second, let me check whether, if you take page number 383, take page number 383. Take page number 383. If you take page number 383, example 7, look at there, along with the question, read the questions, example 7. If the variance of the Poisson distribution is 2 and the probabilities for R is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. from the recurrence relation is this, and look at the bracket, in the bracket whether the value is given. Use e raised to minus 2s 0.1353. So for Poisson, either the table will be given, or if the value is needed means that value will be given in the brackets. Is it clear? Is it okay? Their doubts are clear? If the table is not given, the value will be given along with the question. Now, shall we do the problem? Are you ready? Shall we start doing the questions? So, in Poisson, what is the form? Poisson distribution is given by Anila Mohanan. Give the Poisson distribution. Yes, Poisson distribution is, I think Anila, okay. Karthik, give the Poisson distribution.
Ma'am, P x is equal to k is equal to e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to k divided by k factorial.
Lambda k factorial. Okay. So now we can do some questions based on this. Take your textbook. Exercise 9.5. Exercise 9.5. Look at the first question. Look at the first question. Look at the first question. For the Poisson distribution, find P of 2. Find P of 2 with lambda is equal to 0.7. P of 2 with lambda is equal to 0.7. So here we want to find the Poisson distribution P of 2, isn't it? So first you write the formula. P of x is equal to R is equal to Rx is equal to K. Which one you want to learn? Is it R or K? Which one? Okay. Okay, if it is with K means lambda raised to K, then what is the formula, Aparna? Lambda raised to K, E raised to
Minus lambda.
By
Lambda raised to k by k factorial.
K factorial. E raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to K by K factorial. What about K? K takes values from 0, 1, 2, etc. Now here we are asked to find 2. P of 2. That means x is equal to 2. In the place of K, we have to put 2. So it is, and lambda is also given. So 0.7 whole raised to 2. E raised to minus 0.7 by 2 factorial. Is it okay, Aishwarya? 0.7 the whole square, e raised to minus 0.7 by 2 factorial. What is 0.7 the whole square? It is 0.49 into, what is e raised to negative 0.7? Look at the table and find out what is here. The value is not given, isn't it? If the value is not given, we can find it using the table. From the table, what is e raised to minus 0.7? Shubham, can you try this one, Shubham? What is e raised to minus 0.7? What is e raised to minus 0.7? Aishwarya, from the table, what is e raised to
0.497.
0.497 by 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 1 into 2, isn't it? When you simplify this, multiply this and give the answer. Zero 0.49 into 0.497. What is the answer, Anila?
Ma'am, 0.24353 divided by 2.
0.2.
24353.
Okay, divided by 2. So approximately it is 0.1217. Is that no? 0.1217. Is it okay, Shubham? Is it clear, Shubham? Is this okay? Okay, Shubham? Femina? Okay. Now write the next one. Look at, okay. So in first one, Roman letter 2, similar question, you try it as homework. Now look at the second one. Suppose a book of 614 pages contains 43 typographical errors. So a book contains 614 pages and how many errors are there? 43. If these errors are randomly distributed throughout the book, okay, it is randomly distributed throughout the book, what is the probability that 10 pages selected at random will be free of errors. When you select 10 pages, there is not error. How will you do this? So how many pages are there? Look at here. N is, okay, look at the question. Here, how many pages are there? So pages is 614, isn't it? N is given as 614. Okay. And what about the errors given there? There are 43 errors. If the pages are randomly distributed throughout the book, how will you do this? And there are 43 errors. If this is randomly distributed throughout the book, what is the probability that 10 pages selected at random will be free of errors? How will you try this one? So how many errors are there? Look at the question. We take 10,000. What will be lambda? What is the formula for Poisson distribution? P of x is equal to k will be e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to k by k factorial, isn't it? Okay, so how will you find lambda? Lambda is not given there, isn't it? We want to find lambda. How will you find lambda? So what is lambda? We have learned this about lambda is equal to NP. Is that no? Lambda is NP. So how will you find? How will you find? What is the probability of getting an error? How many errors are there? How many errors are there? There are 43 errors. And these errors are randomly distributed throughout the book. Look at the question. In a book, 614 pages are there and 43 errors are there. How will you find P? Leave some space for doing this. Leave some space for doing this. So let us learn one more question, one more type. After that, we can move on to this so that you will understand how to do this type of questions. Okay, once you understand this one only, you will be able to move on to this question. Write the question. The annual number of, write the question, the annual number of recorded deaths due to horse kick is shown in the table. Actually, this is the data from the Russian army. Okay, Russian army, we know that. Okay, there will be army with horses and all. So there, they are making a table. Okay, because of horse kick, how many of them are dying? So K, 2 columns are there and number of deaths. K is given and number of deaths is also given. 0, 109. 1, 65. 2, 22. 3, 3. 4, 1. Total total is 200. They observed 200 observations, and from there they got the data. Does the data provide adequate description of Poisson distribution? Does it provide adequate data does the data provide adequate description of Poisson distribution? How to do this? K is given. We want to find lambda. Lambda is not given, isn't it? Here also such a question. Lambda is not given. How to do this one? Okay, children, listen. We'll be discussing this one. Okay, just go through this and come. Okay, during the next period, we'll be discussing this. Okay, children, meet you in the next class. Thank you.